Hey, and welcome to another episode of Disney Dust. It's DisneyDwayne here, really excited to talk about Kill the Beast. Yes, another Disney villain origin sort of backstory. And this one is about Gaston. You can see his handsome face right here. Serena Valentino is the author of this series of Disney villains. This is the first time, though, I would imagine that they've touched on two characters from the same story, first being the Beast, and now we see Gaston's side of the tale. Very interesting because this one supposes that, I'm going to get into spoiler territory, or although this may not be canon, it supposes that Gaston and the Beast were childhood friends. And this is one of the thicker books, so it actually delves quite in detail about their relationship and the progress and eventually the fallout and eventually how it all came to be when we started watching Beauty and the Beast, the tale that we know so well, and how, the two of them reached that point where they had, no relationship whatsoever with each other because of the curse, supposedly, that has caused this effect too. Now, this story also paints Gaston in a very good light in a sense because it makes him out to not be so horrible, and we see a lot of reasoning on how he came to be that way and also reasoning on how the Beast came to be that way. So well done, Serena Valentino. It was pretty awesome she did that. In the previous review, I reviewed the Hades story, Fire and Fate, and I didn't score it very high because it was basically too much of the Odd Sister story, which is a bunch of characters she created, Serena Valentino, putting her stamp on the world, and a bunch of other characters as well. I thought that in the previous Hades story that too much time was spent on these sisters, and it kind of took over Hades' story. But then the review before that about Captain Hook, I gave it 5 out of 5 because I loved how it was weaved together. It still focused on Hook. This time around, I have to say that it focused a lot on Gaston and his relationship with the prince. He names him Kingsley. And also, we get to see Gaston in relation to Mrs. Potts, Cogsworth, and Lumiere, and also his father and mother, and the prince's mom and dad. So there's a lot going on in the castle, and a lot of origin sort of, story is in place, which I really, really enjoyed. So detailed. And also the Odd Sisters weren't a huge part of the story, but yet a substantial part. And so that all weave together really well. So I'm giving this 4 out of 5. Great. I can't wait for the next book. It's the Queen of Hearts now. Also, just wanted to say that besides this Disney villain series, there is the Twisted Tale series, as you know, and there have been like 12 over books now. Liz Braswell started it, but she's got a bunch of other authors. There is a Twisted Tale anthology, which I've yet to read and review, so that's coming at some point. But today I discovered another series that focuses on the princess perspective, and this was out 2022. I had no idea this was out. 2023, another one, and 2024. We don't have one 2025 just yet. I don't think there are that many princes to write about, but so far we've got Prince Eric, we have got Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty, and we've also got Prince Charming from Cinderella. And this is by Lindsay Miller. So more reviews coming your way. And there are also some other stories that I've found. One written about the Headless Horseman, and another about the Muses from Hercules. They're standalones, and there's so many out there. I have to keep digging and looking, but don't worry, as much as I can, I'll feature them here on the channel. Anyway, if you've read this story about Gaston, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. I've skipped over some things. There is an actual other beast that was central to the mother and father and everything. So a great invention by, I would say, Serena Valentino. She made all of it link together and make sense. Hard to do, but well done this time around. All right, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.